Between time. Bill stopped taking chemo and gained strength. Hospice care came to do the nursing, and by Christmas he was able to go out for about an hour at lunch and attend church on Sunday. Sherry became the primary caregiver for both Mildred and Bill. He got rid of his electronic organ, and the family moved a hospital bed into the downstairs dining room. I was at a quandary. I used Dad's computer to publish eLodestar, gathering programs from old issues of Lodestar and putting them together in a new publication. The issues were sent out by email to a small but growing number of subscribers. I considered transferring my conference membership to Virginia, but the politics was a bit overwhelming, and my life was now focused on Dad and Mom. I really did not have the energy to be involved with the congregation. So I spent a lot of time sitting on the front stoop thinking about getting out of ordained ministry altogether. I felt rather burned by the events of my last appointment and wondered if any of it was what I was called to do. The new year, 2000, arrived, and Bill was thrilled to make it to Y2K. Sherry and I applied for work with the census, but first we had to rush back to Colorado to retrieve our cat. The trip back to Virginia took 36 hours. Dad had suffered for years with a lesion in his throat, and during Holy Week it began to bleed. He was rushed to the hospital to have it repaired. The anesthetic and relief from the problem gave him a new lease on life. He felt stronger and his mind was again quite active. He got a hearing aid, a cheap amplifier with an earplug, and the family would pass it around while talking with him. I asked, "Does it help if we speak slowly and distinctly?" Dad replied, "It always helps if you speak slowly and distinctly." I got a job with the census while Sherry stayed home to be with Dad. The work involved getting long forms filled out, and I was the one who went over the papers with the auditor. My sister Jane was able to be with Mom and Dad during the last month or so. His sister Frances and her husband Mac came to visit him at the beginning of August and had a great time. After that, he began his final decline. During the last week, Dad was not really conscious. When his feet turned deep red, the nurse told us the end was near. We called Matt and his wife. Dad passed on August 31st, 2000. Sherry was by his side. He received a memorial service at the Fredericksburg United Methodist Church, where he had been active for 15 years. Then, with Mom, Matt, and his wife, and Jane, we took his body to Minneapolis, Kansas for the funeral. With Jane and Sherry's help, I wrote the eulogy, but let the other pastors read it. Jane took Mom to an assisted living center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sherry and I had the job of emptying the house, giving much away, and loading a U-Haul truck and trailer. We had to be in Holly, Colorado for my first sermon, and we had to get there in 2 days.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to click like and subscribe to hear more of Dave's life in music.